Dr. Thomas Fleck fostered the physical, mental, and emotional growth and development of America's youth through the sport of soccer at all levels of age and competition. Fleck was one of the original national staff coaches with U.S. Soccer and served as an instructor for U.S. Soccer for 30 years. Recognized as the leading authority on youth soccer development and education, Fleck was the primary author of the National Youth License, as well as the U.S. Youth Soccer Assistant Coach Series, the official U.S. Youth Soccer Coaching Manual, and Parent Coach Primer that are still used by coaches across the nation and specifically in the various state association coaching courses. It's fitting Tom be formally inducted into the U.S. Youth Soccer Hall of Fame here in Philadelphia. He's a member of the Eastern Pennsylvania Soccer Hall of Fame, and it was in this area where Tom began playing and coaching the game of soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Tom's wife, Jan Fleck, who's here tonight on Tom's behalf.
Thank you all very much. Boy, those lights are bright. Wow. I want to thank U.S. Youth Soccer and the committee for this honor. The only thing better would be if Tom were here. And it is my humble privilege to accept this for him. He had two passions in life. One was teaching, the other was the game. And with the exception of his first 8 years of life, in his last 8 years of life, Tom spent the 58 years in between always involved, consistently involved in the game, either as a player, a coach, or an educator. He started playing here in Philadelphia on a little ragtag team from the neighborhood he coaxed his father into coaching for the Northeast Boys Clubs. They were called the Merritt Square Midgets. And I have a picture of this little team that is unbelievable. You can always tell Tom, they had that twinkle in his eye even then. He played all the way through college, where he was at Westchester State Teachers College, where he was a collegiate All-America in 1957. He continued to play club after college, and I don't know if barrel ball on the Florida Youth Soccer Association state staff counts as playing, but he gave that a try too. He coached at all levels. He coached the rec all the way through college. He was the men's varsity coach at Lehigh, where he was working on and achieved his doctorate degree. He coached in high school. He coached coaches. I think his brightest and his greatest gift was as a teacher. He taught at all levels as well. Taught elementary school in Philadelphia. He taught, and he was the principal at the Lehigh Centennial School, where he basically taught teachers how to teach. He was a part of the creation of the U.S. Soccer CB&A courses, the NSCAA Coaching Academy, and one of the collaborative authors of the National Youth Course. The National Youth Course being Tom's last contribution to coaching education, I think was very fitting because it was who Tom was. He was an educator. through the national youth course, their goal was to teach the coaches, or teach the teachers of the game, all about their players, the students of the game. Tom always said that adults can play children's games, but children can't play adults' games. And while the other coaching courses were excellent for the older player, they imposed the game upon the youth. And the national coaching course was very way out there in the beginning. It's a major paradigm shift because the first thing coaches learn is child development. They learn at different stages the cognitive, the motor, and the social skills of children, so that our coaches, our teachers of the game, aren't laying unrealistic expectations on the players. Coaches will understand, for example, why it's just absolutely ridiculous to yell and scream and expect a group of U6 players to spread out and pass the ball. It's never going to happen. Let them play. He always said that, I have all these Fleckisms, and I think one of the most favorite ones is, Tom always said, cram 90 seconds into every minute, which meant live life, enjoy. No matter what's going on in your world, work through it, but enjoy what's in front of you. I don't think Tom crammed 90 seconds into every minute of his life. I think he crammed more like 120 seconds into every minute of his life. And he was put on this earth to serve others, and that's exactly what he did throughout his entire life. 10 years ago, when NSCAA presented Tom with the with the honor award, Logan and I were a little concerned about what the content of his speech was going to be, because the dementia had advanced very quickly. So I just kind of stood back. We stood back and listened, and I knew as soon as Tom got up to speak that Tom was there that night, that the coach, Doc Flecky, was with us that night. And I couldn't tell you much about the content of that speech, except for the last 9 words. And I can't tell you how compelled I have been in thinking about coming here and accepting this for Tom, to share those 9 words with you, because I'm pretty sure Tom would if he were here tonight. And I'm sharing them with you in hopes that they resonate with you, whether you're a teacher of the game, also known as a coach, whether you're a referee, or whether you're an administrator. Please, just let the kids play. Please, let them play. Thank you.